Hey guys, the new update's live now, so in this video I'm going to be talking about some tips and tricks for one of the new backstories, the Desperate Politician. At first, this guy can be a bit of a challenge. You might have seen in my video the other day how I didn't do very well my first time playing with him, but I'm going to talk about some things in this video that should help you avoid any unhappy endings like that. So the first thing I want to talk about is entourage. This guy has entourage in every single fight, not just entourage fights, literally every single fight. So no matter what, you're always going to have 2 extra guys. 1v1? Nah, it's a 3v1. 3v3? Call it 5v3. Now this is a big advantage, but the reason you have this is because as the politician, your own stats suck and you only have 50 health, so you're meant to lean on these guys a bit. But only a bit, because my first tip for you guys is to not expect these guys to get everything done themselves. Sometimes they will, but sometimes they won't, and that's when you can get into trouble. Really, the way you should play with these guys is to let them distract the enemy and take their attention, but then you should still help out and get some hits and do some damage yourself. Especially if you're in a 1v many, or really a 3v many, you want to help these guys out early on so it doesn't actually turn into a 1v many. Alright, so the next tip, again, 50 health is not a lot at all. We're talking 2, maybe 3 hits from a decent weapon in the mid game. So avoiding and mitigating damage is the name of the game. That's why you're really going to want to use a shield with this guy. Leave the 2-handers to the aspirants, the politician's a weak little coward, and that's the way you should play with him. Hiding behind a big shield and prioritizing armor is going to keep those precious hit points safe. In fact, normally I prefer armor that has slightly less armor in favor of better stamina regen, but with this guy I'd even recommend just getting the heaviest armor you can. If you can get a spear to poke enemies from distance on top of that, you should be in good shape. But even if you have to settle on a worse weapon, that's okay. Your entourage makes it easy to get hits on enemies' backs, so you don't really need anything special for that. Spend all that starting money on a shield and some armor instead, and just get yourself whatever weapon until you can afford better. Okay, so that takes care of the overall playstyle, but I've got a few more tips that should help you have an even better run. First of all, remember that the audience hates you and it's really hard to get positive favor with them. But that's okay because you don't need them to get fame anyway. So if you want to use a big shield and heavy armor and helmets with negative fame multipliers, go for it. That also makes negative favor bets really easy to hit. Also look for surviving allies bets since you've always got extras. So how do you get fame? Well, you'll need to pay attention to your favor with the patrons because if you keep that high, you can get a lot of fame actually. They give you fame after every fight based on your favor with them. Seal of approval helps here, so you should get that early, and this is also your win condition, so you're not going out of your way by doing this. And that's that, so let me know what you guys think about this new backstory in the comments, or if you've got your own tips you want to share. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.